So I'm not going to talk about macro and like politics in general because I think pretty much everyone knows like what's going on. It's all over the place, right? My only comment here is that like I hope we don't go into World War III, right? Which I'm guessing that works well with everyone. But in general, I think specifically for derivatives, one of the most exciting areas that we're expecting to happen in 2025 is options on top of ETFs, right? So IBIT, every other of the 12 or so ETFs that were approved, the expectation is that there's going to be options on top of those ETFs that are going to be trading on top of whether it's the CME or NASDAQ or SIBO, and we think that's going to unlock massive sort of inflows into the space. As I mentioned, you can't really get away from that, right? You need to be able to speculate, hedge, and sort of access leverage at scale. And generally speaking, options work very, very well for a very volatile space like crypto. So I think that's going to be very, very exciting. Regulatory clarity is something that a lot of people are expecting for 2025, to see sort of a clear path for digital asset like service providers, traders, prop shops, hedge funds, everyone to kind of like have a very clear understanding of how to operate in the space and not constantly wonder if they're going to get a Wells notice from the SEC. And I think that's something a lot of people are excited about, which I feel is pretty much in sight at this point. So, I think 2025 is going to be a good year in general for most financial ecosystems out there. I think we're going to see more rate cuts, and that in turn is going to start stimulate more activity on, more risky assets. And I think that's generally good news for a lot of people.